We are ready to launch another course in our ATF Compliance FFLC Academy program. And the reason we do that is because we don't want you to get revoked. We want you to get educated. All of your employees can do this. All right. So I'm going to walk you through how to do this. Over 700 FFLs or their employees are already logged on who took our first course. But this is the most critical course you probably need to have anybody go through is this one. Yes, we're putting more courses out. The next course is going to be on preventing straw purchasing, but this is the Mastering Your ATF 4473 and Bulletproofing Your Compliance Program. Here we go. When you go to courses.fflc Academy, remember it's not FFL Academy, it's FFLC for Consultants Academy.com. Here's where you land. There's our homepage. If you scroll down a little bit, you'll see the courses we have coming. You'll see that courses 1 and 2 are available. I can list it like I can switch the view just by clicking this little button here. So navigating firearms categories and types of for accurate A&D and 4473s. That's the preview. That's like course number 1, basic guns 101 for everybody. How to, what's a shock wave, what type? All the information is right here, fully explained. And I think this whole course took less than 20 minutes to complete. So jump in there once you log in, take that first course. Hey, email us with questions. You can do that from right inside the application. But here's the big one, Mastering ATF 4473. Next is recognizing and preventing straw purchases, then completing your multiple firearms transfers. We're doing everything here, guys, but slowly and surely we'll get to it. But here's what we want to show you. Here's a landing page. We got some buttons up in the left. We've got home, the courses that are available. You just kind of saw that. You can always contact us, drop us an email, give us a suggestion or comment regarding one of the courses or something you want us to focus on in the next course. And then just here, you got our information. You could go right to our website. But right here, I'm going to go back to my home screen. Here I am. And up in the top right corner, very simply, I'm going to click on log in. Top right corner, just log in, and that's going to take me to my login screen. I either have already logged in with my email and have my password, or I go into my sign up right here at the bottom. I can add my unique email address. Unfortunately, every person who uses this platform has to be their own individual student. You shouldn't be sharing the logins across different members of your store or your team or your company. Just have everyone just go in with unique email and password. We don't care what email it is as long as it works for them and they log in. So once they sign up, they'll go ahead and follow any instructions and then they can sign in, which I'll do right here. Right here, you see my name, my email rather, and my password. I hit login, very simple, and boom. I'm in. Now, I've been in here before, so you're going to see I'm going to show you a couple things that have already been completed, but you'll get the gist of it and walk through very quickly. Before I jump into the course, I go into my settings. Again, one of the first things I want you to do, go into your settings, go into my account, and this is where you plug in your name. Plug in your name right here. Now, if you do not, you're going to have an obscure name there or no name or blank. And that's what's going to print on your certificates of completion when you finally print them out. It's not going to say that you completed the course on a certain date. It's not going to be relevant to you at all. And there'll be inaccurate records for your training program. So again, we want to do this for you, get through the course, do the training, have that certificate, print or save it as a PDF and drop it into your training folder to prove to the ATF you're on track with making sure you're doing everything you can to be compliant. So again, you can change your password here, but hey, my name's John Bacher and I'm good to go. I'm going to save my changes and get right the heck out of there. I can put my picture in if I want to, and I'm going to go back to my courses. Okay, now I'm in the courses. Let's jump into, we're not going to do the navigating firearms. You guys can look at that on your own, but it's again, about 20 minutes to complete. I'm going to go view the course, Mastering the ATF 4473. As with every course, we have a full description, what's in there. What are the different lectures or lessons included? Bunch of frequently asked questions right at the bottom. But even if you skip all that, that's great. You can go right in and watch this free course. Again, this is free. Future courses will be paid, but these first 2 courses we think, and probably the first 3 courses we think are good for everybody. So we think it's good for every employee to be able to get in here, free of charge. It's that good knowledge that you need to stay employed and stay in business. So here's course one. It's the introduction right at the top. You'll see a little green check mark, means I took that course already. I completed it. There's all the courses. You take them in order, very simple. I go ahead and I'll click on my video right here. At the beginning, it tells me how long the course is going to take. I get through that. I stop the video. I read through my key reminders and I go to my next screen. Right here at the bottom, next and previous, flip back and forth. While you're watching a video, you can stop, pause, rewind at any time. While you're taking the course, your employees, if they get interrupted or the store gets busy, you can stop and shut down and log out and re-enter and start up wherever you left off. All right, so as I finish the lectures, I get all these nice little check marks along the way. That shows if I was to shut off today in the middle and come back tomorrow or next week, I would see where I left off and just start on that lecture. And then finally, we get through to the end. I get through all of these, and I finally get to the last section here, which will be tools and resources, just a lot of things you can use relevant to the training course, whether it be a download guide or a cheat sheet or forms that we talked about. They're all going to be right at the end of each course. And then finally, you take the quiz. And you click on here at the bottom to take the quiz. It brings me, after I get all my questions right, it'll stop me if I get questions wrong and have me redo the quiz until I get it 100%. And it tells me after I finish the quiz to go right to my digital assets. This is the screen you see at the conclusion of the quiz. It says, congratulations. And this is what you have to remember. It doesn't say print my certificate. It just says get my digital assets right at the bottom. And you can do that. And it takes you right here to your certificate. Remember, I plugged in my name. So it's going to print showing my name and my certificate. It's going to show me the course I completed, the date I completed it. I just go to print download PDF. Right here, I can either download right here to my computer, my training files, or I can print it. This is where you print your certificate if you want to do that with your team members. There's no print option on the previous screen. You print it from the PDF screen. Very simple, very basic, very complete. And we put a lot of time, I think 6 months into this course. It's active for the new 4473. We will be able to update this anytime there's a revised 4473. Very easy for us to update different segments based on changes made. So that is it. From here, I can go back to my courses, can go back and I can go to my settings and look at my certificates. Again, I completed these 2 courses. Now, here's one little glitch. If I go into completing firearms categories and types, which I completed last month, I want to download my certificate because I lost it or never printed it. It's going to show me today's date, unfortunately. We're trying to get that fixed. Going to insert the print date, not the completion date. So we're urging everyone to go ahead and download your certificates of completion, as soon as possible after you complete the course. Okay, so again, I just close my tab there. I can print those anytime, keep track of my employees, or they keep track of themselves rather. And I can go ahead and go back to my courses and move on to what might be available next. And really, it's that simple. I'm going to go sign out here because I finished my course. I have to go back to work. And there's my home screen again.